Hi guys, so today I did my go-to smoky eye. Just love this like cool taupey grayish look, and it's just a smoky eye with a shimmer on the lid and then browns and blacks buffed into the outer crease with a wing and then some pretty dramatic lashes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will put all the product details down below for you guys, and let's get started.
Okay, you guys, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I am buffing in a transition shade into my crease, going in circular motions just to buff it out. And you can see that I've already done my brows, I've already cleaned them up with concealer, and I've also put concealer all over my lid as a base, and I set that with Cream Puff by Morphe. And I am taking Deep Skin by Morphe all into the crease right now. I'm going to be using almost all eyeshadows from Morphe, so I'll be giving you the names of them, but almost all the eyeshadows that I'm using today are by Morphe, and I think just one is by Makeup Forever. But again, I'm just buffing in Deep Skin into the crease, making sure I have a good base laid down before I'm going to buff in the next color, which is Creme Brûlée, also by Morphe. And I am just buffing that into the outer corner and taking it into my crease, just really packing on that color before going in and blending it out. And now I am taking Deep Cocoa, and I am running that in the same way. I'm starting in the outer corner and buffing it into the crease. Mostly just packing it and flicking it up into the crease, not really worrying about blending it out, because you're going to see in a second that I take a blending brush and just blend out the harsh lines. So I'm just focusing on getting the color that I want. And now I'm going in and blending and buffing in circular motions. And now I am adding Kohl by Morphe, and it's just a black eyeshadow, and exact same technique by just packing it in the outer corner, but I'm not running it through my crease this time. I'm just keeping it on the outer corner, really buffing it into that corner. And of course, making sure everything blends. Now I'm taking the Clean Color Madly Matte Lip Gloss. This is a liquid lipstick, and I'm applying it on my eyes as a base, so that way the eyeshadow that I place on top will just really pop and stand out more. I love putting down a base before I put down anything that's shimmery. I always put down a base because I just feel like it really makes it stand out, as opposed to just putting it on the lid. It makes a huge difference, so I encourage you to try it next time, to lay down a cream base or just any kind of base right before you put on a shimmery eyeshadow. So now I'm taking the Makeup Forever eyeshadow in D562, and I'm just packing that all over where I put the liquid lipstick, just in packing and sweeping motions. And then I am going back in with that crease brush and just buffing out the harsh edges, just really making sure it's all blended. And now I am taking the Morphe eyeshadow in Porcelain. It's just a white matte eyeshadow, and I was just highlighting my brow bone. And now I'm going in and doing my eyeliner. So I'm going to be doing winged eyeliner, so I'm just starting by lining my eye first, and I just go straight across, focusing on that line first, making it as thick or thin as I want. I like to start off pretty thin. I typically don't like thick liners on myself, so I always usually just do it pretty thin, unless I'm going for that thick eyeliner look, but today I was keeping it pretty thin. So once I have the eye lined, then I go in on the outer corner and I make a line going up towards the brow and just a straight line across from corner to brow, and then I go in from the tip of that line that I just made and bring it down to the eye or towards the eye. And then once I've created that wing, I go back in and straighten that line out. And this usually takes the longest, just straightening that line out, but I just keep going. And then I like to raise the mirror and continue to straighten that line out. I feel like when you're looking at different angles, you can really see how it's going to look like when you look up, and when you look down, you want to make sure that it looks good from every angle. So I just make sure that I do that as well. And then now I go into the tip of the eyeliner and just flick it out so you get a nice pretty flick at the end of the wing. Exact same thing to the other side. So I lined the eye, then from the corner up to the brow, and then from the tip of that to my eye, and then just go in and straighten it out. And then once you've gotten it straight, I just flick at the ends. Then I go in here and I am just cleaning up the face with a makeup wipe. I'm first cleaning up the wing and making sure that it's perfect and nice and sharp. And then I go through and wipe the rest of the face. I also apply my moisturizer and primer. And now moving on to foundation, I'm using the Studio Foundation by the Makeup Box in 109. And I am just applying that all over the face like a mask. I like to do this first, make sure it's spread out evenly, a nice thin even layer, and then I go in with the bottom of a damp sponge and blend it out. And this takes a really long time. Just, be patient with it, keep blending. The more that you rub it into your skin, the more it's gonna be set in and just look like it's your actual skin. So you just want to keep buffing that in, keep pressing. Don't be too harsh, but just keep pressing it into the skin, and you'll notice that it just like melts with the skin. So it's my favorite way to do it. And I'm just adding a second layer to everywhere that it needed a little bit more coverage. I was a little bit more red today, so I'm just adding that second layer. With concealer, and this is the Makeup Box Studio Concealer in 100, and I'm going, as you can see, to conceal and highlight underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, my forehead, my upper lip, and my chin, and then I'm just going in with that damp sponge and blending it out, making sure that it's blended nice and evenly. I'm going through everything and blending, and then you're going to see me take the bottom of that sponge and just go over everything one last time. taking my Holy Grail Airspun in the shade Naturally Neutral. This is my absolute favorite. I always use it. I have to bake, you guys. I feel like with whatever concealer I use, I always have to bake. It just really sets in that concealer and makes it nice and bright. And if you haven't tried baking, you really should try it. All you do is you're just going to press it into the skin everywhere that you place your concealer, and I like to brush it underneath where I would contour just to keep it nice and bright. And again, if you haven't tried it, you should really try it out. I really recommend it. Even if you have dry skin, I feel like it would just really set that concealer. But now I'm going in with the Morphe E5 brush and blending out that contour. I use the NYX HD concealer in shade number 8 to warm up the face a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just warming up the cheeks and forehead. Morphe E3, and I am going to go in and set the face. I didn't want my contour to be too much today, so I'm going in with the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC40, and I'm going over everything that I haven't baked, so my contour and then the rest of my face, just to set everything. And now I'm going with my all-time favorite blush brush. This is the M403, and it is amazing. If you haven't used it, you should really try it. It applies blush perfectly. And then now I'm going in with Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC in Gold Deposit. This is my absolute favorite, especially for the summertime. I just think it looks so pretty on the skin, but I'm using it today just to give a nice warmth to my cheeks. So I just applied it to the apples and blended it back. And now I'm going in and brushing off that bake, again in circular motions, just to blend it with the rest of my skin, because it can leave a little bit of a harsh white shadow underneath your eyes. So I like to really blend that in, just to make sure everything's really nice and blended. And now I'm going in with the J.cat Golden Soleil bronzer. It's called a bronzer, but it's actually a highlight. So I'm just going in for that subtle glow, and then I'm going to layer right on top of it the MaryLou-manizer by the Balm. This stuff is amazing. It's going to really make it pop. You can see it adds so much, especially when it's layered with that J.cat Beauty bronzer. I think it looks so pretty. And I'm just applying it to my cheeks, my nose, my lip, and also the inner corner of my eyes. Now I am taking the LA Girl Gel Liner in black into my waterline. You guys, this is hands down the best waterline eyeliner I have ever tried. It is seriously so creamy and does not smudge. And I don't know how that combo can be possible, but it is. It's amazing. You guys should really try it out. You can definitely get it from the makeup box. But now I'm going in with the same kohl eyeshadow and lining my under eye, and then keeping it really close to the lash line. You guys don't want to take this too far down because it is black. So if you bring it down any lower, it's going to look too harsh and too dark around your eyes. But now I'm going in with that transition shade and buffing it out, just to make sure that that black does not look too harsh. Just keeping it really blurred and really buffed. And now I'm adding mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara. And then I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic. It is amazing for the lower lashes. You can tell I'm really excited. But it hits like all of your lower lashes. It is amazing. It's super skinny brush. I love it. And now I'm going in with Pinky Rose Lashes in Famous. I'm going to insert a close-up soon so you guys can see how gorgeous these lashes really are. They are so dramatic but so gorgeous. So I'm going to be inserting a close-up right now. I just love them. And now I'm going in with Colourpop's Tootsie. It is a matte lipstick, and I didn't line it or anything. I just added that by itself. Such a pretty color. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.